see you next week on The Muppet Show! Yay!
That sounds like a you problem.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ow! Bitches and hoes.
Bitches and hoes.
I would like to welcome you to a monumentous affair. Episode 50 of the Prime Podcast. I am your host, Coast. Those are your other hosts, Big Chief Smash.
Yer.
Fats the Assassin.
Yo.
And we're up in this bitch. Thank you. You're far too kind. All right, gentlemen, I'd like to say hello. How are you today?
What's going on, fellers?
Why'd you put the hard R on that, fellers? What's up with that?
I felt like...
You could have just said fellas.
I didn't know that you were the grammar police, but, you should show your badge next time.
Yeah, that's my job.
He's stealing your shtick.
Stealing my shtick.
Nerd rap.
So, yeah, man, what's going on with you guys, man? How you guys been doing?
I'm alright.
I'm good. Just took a big dump. It was awesome.
Did your dump come out, as felt, or is it, regular turd?
Felt, and it looks like Oscar the Grouch.
Oh, it's just shaggy.
It has fingerprints in it, too, because it has to come past the hand. You know what I'm saying?
Best joke you ever made. Ladies and gentlemen, America runs
Genuine
on
laugh. The world runs on el donking.
Hey.
Donna.
Don't
So, yeah.
Donna.
So,
Boston cream.
So, Phil, I learn things about you every day.
Whoa! What did you learn?
Even though we've been friends for a very long time.
Right.
This morning I woke up and I had sent you a video, and you replied back that you are guilty of the video that I sent you.
Which
Lord.
Very short-term memory. What was it?
You like hogging?
Oh yeah, that was a pastime of mine.
Yes. So enlighten us on
But
this.
it wasn't hogging. It was like all the guys would be like, hogging, fuck the fat bitches. Like, who doesn't like fucking fat bitches? You know, what's wrong with people?
Them thick.
I like them chunky.
Hey.
Yo, Moto in the house.
One time.
You like the fluffy ladies?
I mean, listen. I don't discriminate. All right. One time.
The fluffy ladies.
You ever met my friend Matt? Matt, this tall white kid, Matt. You probably never met Matt, but Matt was a consummate cocksmith, professional cockslayer.
Professional.
Wow. Hashtag consummate cocksmith.
He was a tall glass of water. He was
Right.
like 6'6". He used to have this surfer boy hair.
Nice.
Everywhere we went, bitches wanted to fuck him. And
He was like a baby Fabio.
basically. And he had a huge cock. Ask me how I know.
I would like to know how you know. The primates would like to know how you know.
Well, because it spent almost as much time out of his pants as it did in, so everybody knew. And
So everybody, okay, good.
So, he would meet the ladies, and one time we were at some bar on Hempstead Turnpike by the college over there. This is way back, and he found some little hottie, and she had a big chubby friend with her. She was like, the fat chicks that when they're young, they're still sort of big tits and fat ass. They haven't quite exploded yet.
Right.
They're
Got you.
They still
P.O. Box 85 Morty's.
So this chick, she had a real pretty face, but she was 75 pounds overweight. So he brings both of these chicks to the house, and he's like, you got to, you know what you got to do. I was like, all right. So I get this chick completely fucking naked, and I was high as a fucking kite. And just thinking about what he said to me and all the little jokes he makes, I started laughing at him. But I wasn't laughing at her. I was just laughing because I was like, you know, I was all fucked up. And
but the fact of the matter is, she fit the description of the jokes, so it kind of coincided with me.
It was just, I was just laughing at the situation. Like, look at me, look what I'm doing again. You know, like, right. And it was okay, it was fine. But then she got mad at me, and then I really like turned into an asshole. But then she left and came back, and she was like, "Fuck it, I'll do it." I'm like, "You'll do what?" She's like, "Let's fuck."
Come at me, bro.
I'm like, "No."
Wow.
I'll just never forget this. Wow. And then I was like, you know, this is when I really started first feeling like a human dildo back then.
Well,
and
you know what, the story you described has happened several times in the lifespan of the circle. Myself and my partner Slim.
You're the fat chick?
Nah. Oh. Well, I could be. Hey, listen, I could be. But there is a term that we coined for that. That's called jumping on the grenade. You know?
Wait.
So, you know, just like in combat situations, when you go into combat with your comrade, you might have to jump on a grenade so he can live.
Thank you for your service, Fats.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess, yeah, but I don't want to see. Listen, I don't want fat bitches to get the wrong idea. Okay?
Why they gotta be fat bitches though?
I don't want these fat hoes. I don't want these fat sluts to get the wrong idea.
Come on.
Nobody has.
Can you clean it up a little bit? Just a little bit. You're already fat shaming.
I don't want these fat cunts to get the wrong idea.
Oh my Lord.
I did it.
Yo, Jay, do the disclaimer.
P.O. Box 85 Morty's Road, Bronx, New York 10463.
It was my pleasure. Just want you to know. It was my pleasure.
Big girls.
Your pleasure.
Big girls. If nobody loves you, Big
what do you mean?
Loves you.
Listen.
It was your pleasure. You look at how you're denigrating these women by their stature.
I say the same thing about men, you fat bitch. What do you mean?
Ay.
And fat is sexy, so...
Exactly. That's what I mean. Right. Like, look, you could... Sean said...
Fats, right. Give us the smile. Give us the smile.
Sean says stuff to me all the time about, like, I'll call him a fat bitch, and he'll be like, yeah, but I'm handsome. I'll be like, who said anything about not being handsome?
Okay,
like, the two can't go together.
What I'm trying to say is this. All jokes aside,
right.
When it comes down to talking about women, it's like a double entendre because you're already dealing with the fact that they're overweight, but then you know how it is when women can sit up there and call themselves bitches all day, but the moment that we do it.
Let me ask you a question. Yeah.
Right. I don't think Fats knows what double entendre means, but okay.
All right. For argument's sake, you
gotta show your badge next time you interject like that. Come on.
All right, listen. Yeah, I understand. Like, women will come on here and be like, "Oh, you can't call women fat," but like you could say the N-word. Look at this motherfucker's hair. Holy shit! He got the C, the little part in his.
Oh! Wave check.
You ain't got a single wave on that Scotch tape head.
Hey, yo! Hey! I can insulate wires with that hairdo. You know what I'm saying?
It's just a little product, okay? God.
Right.
I get no support, folks.
It looks. I mean, listen. You got a nice line up there.
Yes, sir. You do.
Thank you. What I'm saying is, me calling fat women fat is like, it's okay.
Yeah, but see how you just said fat. Do you hear what I'm saying? You just said fat women. When you put all of the other expletives at the end of it,
I don't fuck men. So we're talking about fucking fat bitches. So you want all right, all inclusive. You're kind of
you
cute.
Don't
fat.
fuck men.
I don't fuck men. I told you the other day. Sometimes I see a tranny that I'll let blow me, but I don't fuck men. You know?
I gotta rethink your birthday present.
Oh my god.
Nah, I'm just joking.
By the way, for the T-bomb, P.O. Box 85 Morty's Road.
Shit, I don't even realize I said it. That's how old-fashioned I am. I still call trannies.
Oh my god.
Ay, coño.
Can we please pull out of the driveway on this one?
Okay, moving on. Facebook shut down. Remember this, folks?
Yeah, that was 4 weeks ago. Fuck Facebook. Fuck
so, 2 years ago, Facebook, WhatsApp, and the Instagram and Oculus, the game system nobody plays, shut down the following morning after a 60 Minutes whistleblower report that the executives at Facebook were very aware that they were allowing dangerous propaganda to get through their algorithm, as well as hate speech. And even though the algorithm was catching about 5% of it, only 3% was being deleted. And they were very aware how profitable and how much clickbait it was, and they let it slide. So then Facebook went and shut down its whole network and all the associated networks. And for me, that sounds like they were doing some document shredding.
They were cleaning house.
Oh,
House.
yeah.
Of course.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
allegedly.
I'm just going to assume the worst about Mark Zuckerberg because he is a piece of shit. So, yeah,
Whoa.
fuck allegedly.
Whoa,
How do you
what
know?
classifies Mark Zuckerberg as being a POS?
Really?
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about Hawaii and how he's buying up a lot of property taken it away from indigenous people in Hawaii, land that shouldn't be bought up in the first place, and using it basically for just his private residential space.
He's got to make a fucking fuck children island like that other jerk off.
Exactly. He's got
Yeah.
When you
He's
get a lot of
gonna
money,
make
you got to fuck kids, I thought.
Look
you
how
know?
awkward this motherfucker is. Can we just take a quick look at Zuckerberg? Look at this awkward fuck, just pretending to be human. Motherfucker's a lizard in a man suit.
He looks
Have
like...
you? Can you name me one normal billionaire? Just one.
how many
I'm
names?
thinking
I'm waiting.
Winfrey.
I'm waiting.
Oprah Winfrey.
You're right.
Mark
Okay.
Cuban.
Mark Cuban's a billionaire. He's pretty, level-headed dude. At least,
Seems like.
At least in public. He's smart enough to keep his fucking child fucking island off the internet.
Exactly.
Mayhaps.
Epstein's. Yeah, mayhaps.
Mayhaps.
Yeah, man. So, it is what it is.
So because of that, Facebook stock took a 5% dip, which translates into a $50.5 billion loss. Wow.
Think
I don't know
about how
they're
much
doing
money
now.
they're making off of us every day. Not you, because
Seriously.
you're not on there anymore. But
Oh, yeah. I
Me
pretty
and
much
facts.
abstain. I mean,
Yeah, but you got to think about it. And people say this all the time. There's a time before Facebook and a time after. Like, Facebook changed the whole way, like, people interact with one another. It's like there's people that will legit, like, be upset if they're no longer friends with you on Facebook.
Yep.
Like, I noticed that we're not friends on Facebook. Like,
you didn't like my post. Did you see my post? Did you see my post? Did
like,
you
are
see
you
my
kidding
post?
me? Like, is this what we're reduced to? Like, this is what the life has become? And
Yeah.
after Facebook, that's what it is.
Yeah, I covered
IG
your
and
rent
all.
twice, motherfucker. But yeah. Let's go ahead and judge our friendship based on Facebook.
Basically, you're 100%. You got it, 100%.
Yep.
I don't like that a lot. I hate that so much. I don't really take anything serious on Facebook, Fats. You know that. You see the
Yeah, of
stuff I
course.
write on
Yeah,
my
of course.
Facebook.
But there's a lot of people. You know that beefs start where it's like, well, I don't talk to this person, but I saw that you left a like on their post. Yeah, and
Relationships have ended over liking a member of the opposite sex's photo.
exactly.
Even if there's like
Oh,
nothing
God.
salacious attached to it.
Look at this fucking
this bitch?
buffoon.
Who's this bitch?
You see this guy sipping out of a tall ass buffalo mug? Come on.
Hey.
Come on.
you're
Front running ass mother.
yo. Sport
Yo.
ball.
Hey, yo, check it out. Listen. It's not my fault that you used to support a franchise that is now in shambles right now. A franchise that got trounced by the Dallas Cowboys
What do you
and
mean
got
by
their
support?
quarterback. My man, you didn't support the
My
New York
man.
Giants?
I like the Giants. I'm not.
Okay, then. So then,
I
this is
can't.
what I'm saying.
I still have Giants jerseys. I got Jets
Exactly,
jerseys. I got
exactly.
Steelers jerseys. I got
Alright.
an Emmitt Smith jersey.
But if you was smart, you would have a Buffalo Bills jersey. If you was
all
smart.
right, I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get a China
No.
replica knockoff for $30.
That's fine. And it'll be 3 sizes too small when you get it.
Nah, they actually, I got a
bitches.
plug on them. I got a nice plug on them.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Where?
me and Manny ordered some shit. Manny found it. I don't know. It's online. We mean where?
Manny
No, but I'm
and
just saying.
I.
Can you show
No,
the
actually,
badge,
I take
please?
that back. Wait.
Show the badge, please, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, nah, Manny
That's the
found
grammar.
some-
That's the grammar police. We are being watched.
You know the funny part about Manny's Jersey Connect?
What's that?
Everything comes in through Flushing, Queens.
Flushing.
It gets sent, like you order it and it takes like 4 weeks and then the package comes from Flushing.
From Flushing.
Oh, P.O. Box 85 Morty's Road.
It does. I'm not lying.
Holy shit. Holy
It
shit.
comes from Flushing.
The more I repeat it in my head, the worse it gets.
Why? That's how you spell it. F-R-U-S-H-I-N-G.
Jesus Christ. Wow.
Yo. Oh, man.
I think that... Go ahead. I don't want to interrupt you, Fez. I know you got a thought on your little...
Nah.
Go ahead.
What I'm saying is, the Buffalo Bills have been a punchline for like 20 years, man. 20 some odd years. They've been a punchline. Now they're at the top of the heap. So yes, I am vehemently celebrating all of this stuff.
I can't get over this motherfucker's head, dude. Yo, when he turns his head into shit, look at this.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
Yo,
did you crumple the tape? Did you crumple the tape first before you put it on to make sure?
Hey, wait. Before we start talking about my fucking hairline, Bats, take the hat off. Take it off. Talk about my fucking hairline. Take your hat off, B.
I'm bald.
Exactly. Not by choice.
As you were last episode.
Hey, my hair grows.
Oh, you telling me that's a piece?
Yo, you didn't see his TikTok? You didn't see his TikTok?
Nah, which one?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You didn't see the TikTok when ladies and gentlemen, the receipts are on his TikTok page.
God damn it. Okay, fine. Here's the footage. And go.
At the house, never take my unit off.
Yo, y'all got me way fucked up. I got people tagging me in this video. Yo, y'all seriously think I'm gonna jump on TikTok and tear down a whole black man for providing an essential service just because what, he's bald? Got some shit stuck on his head? Nah, man, this is a whole king right here. Yo, your head lumpy as fuck. Yo, this is a whole king right here. He's providing an essential service. Man, I'm in my 30s. What the fuck I look like clowning this man? You think I don't got like 13, 14, 15 kids? I'm stressing me the fuck out. B, check this out. You think this just comes together all by itself? Hold on. Yeah, I'm bald too.
And we're back.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. He supports men having pieces.
Hey,
he's an avid supporter of it.
Eyelashes and fake boobs and butt implants are a thing, then dudes can uphold their fucking hairline with a little bit of creativity.
Did you go to Maury's Wigs? They don't come off.
Just tell me you didn't use Gorilla Glue like that chick did.
No.
Good.
You got some fucking wig tape? Your whole wig is tape.
So, moving along.
Since we're on the topic of sports, Fats.
My man John Gruden, another white man bites the dust.
You say that
apparently,
like you happy about that? Why?
I'm not happy about it. I just feel that you have to be very careful in this day and age when you do things. We know that in the sports world, in any type of male-dominated industry, you know, there's a way that we talk to one another. Even when you and I and Jay talk behind the scenes, we talk very abrasive to one another. That's what men do.
Behind the scenes? Well, yeah, we're very cordial to each other on this podcast.
Yeah, okay. So anyway, there was apparently John Gruden, before he came back into the sport as a coach for the Las Vegas Raiders, he was a broadcaster on Monday Night Football, right? So he apparently sent us a couple of emails that were very not politically correct, referring to a black man's lips as a stack of Michelin tires or something like that. And
what?
You know.
I never heard that one.
Yo!
Yeah. So,
I'm gonna need some screenshots.
So he also got outed for like having a bunch of stuff to say about gays and women and how women shouldn't be in the sport and they shouldn't be allowed to do certain things and everything else. So needless to say, the cancel culture came for John Gruden. And
that just sounds like accountability. I don't know about cancel culture.
Well, what I'm saying is, in years past, it would be he did the presser, which he said, "I'm sorry, I'm not a racist," and I take full accountability for my actions.
Says
But-
every racist ever.
Exactly. But the pressure started to mount so much that he was forced to resign his position as head coach
Good.
of the Las
How did
Vegas
he-
Raiders.
How did he die?
What do you mean, how did he die?
How did he die?
What do
You
mean?
said another one bites the dust. Phil took
Oh.
that as death.
He's
Oh,
not
they
dead.
just
I'm talking
canceled
about
him.
he's canceled. Another one bites the dust. He's
You stupid motherfucker! I thought he died. You guys
nah,
said
he's
right
not dead. His career is dead.
You're
His
just-
career
you're
is
just-
dead.
You're just doing the fucking the Karen rain dance over here, you fag. The
Whoa,
fuck?
whoa.
Yo.
What is with the F word, man?
What the? Because you're acting like it's
Jay,
silly.
Bucks.
thank you, please.
85.
Oh, let me hold on. Let me get your input on Dave Chappelle's new special, and how do you feel about what's going on with that? In
I
media?
feel to be honest with you, I feel that it's if he's allowed to make racial jokes where it's like, oh, I can talk about white people, I can talk about black people, I can talk about Asian people, which he does all the time, then why is it that another group of people is off limits? It's all comedy. He's not saying anything in a malicious fashion. He's poking fun.
Where do we
And
draw this?
stereotypes.
Where do we draw the line? All right, you told me about Michelin Man joke with this Gruden guy.
Yeah, but he wasn't saying it as a joke. He was saying it as an insult. Dave Chappelle was not saying it as an insult.
Who was he saying it to?
He was saying it. He was saying it to someone about the actual leader of the Players Association at the time. That
Was he
back in-
trying to make a joke? I know he's not a
No,
comedian.
He was saying it in a derogatory manner. He meant it as an insult.
I think that most jokes are intended to be an insult.
No. If I'm actively calling you something, calling you a name to actually insult you, to
Yeah.
make to somehow diminish your character, that's different from me saying you have one eye.
Well, the joke wouldn't be funny
Because
if it had-
I'm saying something comedically, or I'm saying something maliciously. There's
I
a difference.
understand.
There's a line between it.
I get it. That's why I was asking the context of when this happened. Like if he was in the locker room trying to
No,
snap
he
on
was sending.
somebody,
He was
it's
sending
like,
an email. It was just an email that he was complaining about the guy, and he was saying it. He was saying it because he didn't feel like this would ever see the light of day.
He's a
Now here's
fucking
my
idiot.
thing: is
Something
who
said
is the
in
person?
private. You know what I mean?
Yeah, who is this person that allowed this to be seen?
That's what I was thinking.
It was done in 2011. We're in 2021. How did this surface a decade later?
So here's my take on the whole Chappelle thing. I'm a huge supporter of all marginalized communities, first off. So the perspective I went into watching this was one with an open mind. I know Chappelle has a thing about pushing buttons and pushing boundaries and shit. And in comedy, you know, when you're talking shit about everybody, it's kind of supposed to be assumed that you're doing so kind of out of love on some brotherly shit. But my only real issue with the way he came at it was he has this idea, this perspective that the trans experience is almost exclusively a white one, which negates the experience of black trans people because he keeps on pitting black people against the LGBT community as if there aren't members of the LGBT community
Why do
who are
you
black.
feel like that? Did you watch the whole special?
Oh, I did. I watched it several times.
Why do
I
you
wanted to
think
make sure.
that he feels like that?
He specifically says it on numerous occasions as to why the LGBT community has like a circle of light protecting them in the media, but black people don't get the same type of thing. And I'm just like, yo, but you're also negating the experience of black trans people. He's kind of framing old school gays in his attempt to kind of soften the blow of what he was saying. He was using old school gays, you know, the Stonewall cats, as an example of like the gays who were less sensitive, who were more about direct action, that started rioting right away. And for people that aren't educated on the Stonewall riots, basically it was a bunch of gay and trans people who rioted with police that were basically just there to fucking harass them. And it's theorized that like the first brick thrown was by a black trans woman, right? But Dave didn't acknowledge that. Dave basically made it seem, as he continues to, that that the trans experience is almost exclusively a white one. And he does that specifically a few times, but more so in this one phrase that kind of sums it all up, where he's pretending to be a white person who was trans, being like, I'm a girl now, nigger. I dare you to offend me. That's literally what Dave says. And that's the problem. He sees it as a white experience, negating the fact that the old school trans people that he thinks were the acceptable ones were the ones that started the Stonewall riots rather championed it and was a black trans person. And it's like you're forgetting a whole sect of people that have been fighting for civil rights in every civil rights movement. Yeah, that's where the problem was with the whole perspective, because he thinks it's just white people for the most part.
It didn't feel like that, especially when he was talking about.
I didn't really get that either.
What you mean the bit about when he was like, "You Clifford, I'm Clifford, we all Clifford." Like he was saying, and then he went on to say that this is a human experience. That's how he tied the whole thing together at the end. Of all the bits where he touched on, even from the feminist shit forward, like he was talking about how this is a human experience. I actually felt the opposite, like that he was really trying to bring everything together and put it under this human category. And I understand what you're saying about the Stonewall gays and the glory hole. And he was just, to me, was saying that like now the trans now is completely negating everything that happened before that. And I didn't feel like it was just a white thing. I didn't even know when he was first telling those stories about the chick that he had open. I thought that she was black at first because he went right into it from the Clifford story. So I didn't really take it that way, but I guess you could. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, that in terms of like on Black TikTok and Black Twitter, that's the big discussion right now about how he seems to think that the trans experience is almost exclusively white, and it leaves out a lot of people's voices. And I agree with that. I wasn't trying to get on social media to have that inform my opinion, which is why I watched The Closer about 4 or 5 times uninterrupted so I could really think on it, because I'm a fan of Chappelle's. But I know not everyone's going to be perfect. Not every, comedian's take on shit is going to be universally accepted. It's hard to do that. It's hard to please everybody. But at the same time, I feel like from a certain perspective, there's a limit you can reach without a certain level of understanding. And even trying to use his friend who was, he allowed to be the opener for his acts a few times as kind of like a shield against criticism, I didn't even feel like that worked.
Yeah, but you know what the other part of that whole situation is? Because the LGBTQ community touches, there's so many people that are involved in that. As far as like ethnic groups that fall under that banner, it's you could basically be talking about this community and offend a subgroup in it.
Oh, absolutely. None of this is easy. Identity politics is now I'm not going to say it's a recent thing, but it's been more acceptable to kind of be out in the open and talk about these things because, the dialogue is building and people are less restrictive and feel less hindered by, societal norms that you just got to kind of accept your place and shit. Everybody wants their voice. Everybody's valid. I get that. None of this is easy to talk about.
Right. But it's just all three of us share an identity together. Forget about friendship and hosting the show and everything.
Lovers. Rough, intimate lovers.
all three of us are corpulent gentlemen. However, our origins lie in different ethnic groups. But we all fall under the same banner as 3 fat guys walking to a restaurant. You know what I mean?
And order the left side of the menu. Yeah.
I don't walk. I skip, Daddy. Stop it.
All 3 of us were here. You go now. You here 4 hours. You go now. You eat everything.
P.O. Box 85 40s, bro.
My whole thing with the Chappelle thing is I acknowledge, I see what he's doing. I don't believe that there's any vicious intent behind it. It's comedy. It's supposed to be comedy. And I don't like the world, how it's getting away from that. Like we're stifling people's creativity because, like you just said before, you're not going to make everybody happy. Like, somebody's going to have a problem with your shit. So, do you. That's it. That's how I feel like.
You know what the best part about the whole spectrum of everything that's happened out of that, it's caused dialogue. It's caused people to talk. It's caused people to, no matter how you feel about it, if we're talking about it, it hit its mark. You know, it's thought-provoking. It's making people feel like, you know, I agree with this, but I don't agree with that. And then people are having dialogue about it. And it's basically bringing the issue to the forefront, which, to me, that's a success in itself, in and of itself.
Sure, we do.
Well, we're about to hit the 30-minute mark. Let's move on from this topic and let's get to KRS-One versus Big Daddy Kane. Thoughts?
KRS-One won. By the time this comes out, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but here's my thing. Why do you think that it's just a clear bodying just like that?
Because KRS-One's music is more amped up for a live setting. I feel like that it would perform better at a versus battle.
How do you know that Kane is not going to come out with dances and doing
No, he
his
is going
thing?
to, but it's 2021. Who's he performing to?
He's performing to the people that they're going to be people watching that still remember Kane in his prime.
Kane's biggest hits are very period specific, as where KRS-One has had the fortune of evolving with hip hop a good amount up until a certain point. I mean, I don't want to say he's been like adopting the sounds of now of today and shit, but his catalog that's relevant stretches a little more into the 90s and even the early 2000s, far more than Kane's does. That's not to diminish the fact that Kane hasn't had a few spots here to fucking fly the wigs off of some of these new school kids with appearances and shit, but for the most part, KRS-One has really been keeping it going pretty hard by comparison.
Well, the reason why I was even championing for Kane in a way is
you're old.
To be that too.
Exactly.
Well, that too, but to be honest with you, for people in my age group,
57.
Kane is one of those Rushmore cats, man. There was a time where Kane had this whole industry under pressure.
Without a doubt.
And that's that I'm just saying, like, it was Big Daddy Kane, and then there was the rest of the field. And this is the time where you're talking about Rakim, KRS-One, Bismarck, Hev D, all of these guys, like big names. But Kane had like lapped everybody in popularity. So that's why I'm saying I can't ever take that away from him. That's like me. That's like me saying
that away, though. That's the thing. You asked who would win. That's what, like, when I'm saying, like, yeah, obviously you have to acknowledge Big Daddy Kane for what he's done. No shit. But in this setting, I feel like KRS-One will come off better.
I think that it kind of like it would have probably been a better battle if it was Kane versus Rakim. I feel that way because of the body, because KRS-One has way, like, to touch on what Jay said, KRS-One, his catalog spans way longer. Like, Kane's core catalog is his first two albums. That's all classic stuff right there. Everything classic.
I blame the decline of Kane's popularity on homophobia.
Definitely.
Not saying that Kane is gay.
Yo,
that's not it.
that Playboy spread killed him. Yeah, it killed
upset a lot of people, and they started treating him different because of that shit. Like, he wasn't gonna fucking use his sex appeal.
But the thing about it is, the guy was like the first legitimate heartthrob of hip hop. Like the first legit, like, ladies' man of hip hop. Like,
also, fuck you, Madonna.
I fucked Madonna, actually. I told you guys I had sex with her.
How was it? How was it?
I was 9 years old, so it was traumatic.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, how was it? Do you remember?
P.O. Box 85 Morty's Road.
It was all right. Madonna is the exact same age as my mother. They have the same birthday, same fucking year, everything.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And my mother does not look like Madonna.
Oh, I was about to ask.
I always thought, I was like, yeah, my mom looks good for her age. And then you look at Madonna and you're like, damn, this bitch, she bought a couple of beaches.
Yeah, but she's had so many facelifts, there's nothing left in her shoes.
Well, I know. She has very bony toes. That's what I noticed when I was smacking that ass.
Wow. Yeesh.
Woo!
85.
Too hard. Stab yourself.
All right, so this is what I want you fellas to do. All right? I think
what do you want us to do? What do you want us to do?
This is the 50th episode. I think we should get naked and show the whole world what we're working with. You guys
Hold
ready?
on. Wait.
Whoa. Take it easy, buddy.
I'm the only one?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I thought we should give them something special. Nothing? You got nothing?
Yo. So
let's shoot a music video for Uptown.
Uptown. Yeah, I mean that would take a long time to do and put out. So that's
shoot
really,
it. Nah, we shoot it in podcast form.
in podcast form.
Yeah, in the boxes.
No. We could do this in person.
Whoa, in person.
Yep.
All right.
Are you gonna wear your piece, or are you gonna go bald in that one?
This is sort of something we should have did like.
Oh, he's
3
talking
weeks
to me.
ago.
Yeah, I'm talking to you. Are you gonna you gonna wear the piece, or are you gonna go old natural?
Better yet, you can use me as your wig.
You could just sit on Fats's head with your hand up his ass. Just you have to go all the way up into the mouth, though.
Good night, folks.
Oh my God!
Happy 50th.
Happy 50th birthday to the Prime Podcast. Peace.
Peace. Hit like and subscribe. Click the bell. Notifications. YouTube.